Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has formed that one more low that I was watching for. However, the B wave here was very, very weak. In this video, I just want to take a look at the shorter time frame. Also, I have changed the color of the previously communicated orange scenario now to white. It is just easier to read. We currently see a little bit of upside momentum, but we are still below initial resistance. We're going to take a look at that in a minute. It could be very well that we're breaking above resistance, but you know the routine. What we then need to see, can the market form a 5-wave move up, followed by a 3-wave pullback? Essentially, we've now formed that one more low that I was watching for. Any reversal from here could mean that we've bottomed. But the microstructure looks a bit incomplete, but that's really just affecting really the micro. I mean, you can visually see the wave count could be complete, right? That's been the idea. So let me tidy that up a bit. The idea was that from this top, which I label as wave X in the white count, we've seen a wave A to the downside, a wave B to the upside, and the C wave to the downside. And it could be complete. I mean, it's got in the C wave, the wave 1, the wave 2, the wave 3, the wave 4, and the wave 5. Visually, we have the 5 waves down that we wanted to see. Only yesterday I shared with you that one more low would be ideal, even in this more directly bullish scenario. And yep, this is now materialized. Now we're going to zoom into the detailed wave count of this wave 5 now. But before we do that, quick reminder that 62,540 is the key support level for that white scenario, for the scenario in which on the 1st of May a more substantial low is formed in this larger degree wave 4. So if we break below this 62,540 level, especially on a sustained basis, it would suggest that we are in possibly the more bearish yellow scenario, which is also bullish, but short term would lead to prices in the region between 55 to 58k. I cannot rule that out. And I will look for further downside until the market at least breaks above initial resistance. But even then, I need to see a first 5-wave move up, followed by a 3-wave pullback, which can happen very quickly in crypto. So I shared already in our gold member signal earlier today that it can be reasonable to look to add positions carefully in the current price region, since then the market has already gone up a bit. But it's more about being careful. You know, anybody who wants to add positions in this region, it might now be reasonable given that the wave count to the downside is full. But I wouldn't do so aggressively or with the mindset that we've bottomed until we have evidence for it. I hope that makes sense. I hope it's clear what the difference is. Anybody who's adding positions right now would do so, assuming that we might still go a little lower. But obviously knowing that now that the wave count is full, it can turn around at any point, okay? Just that at the moment, while I record this video, there is no evidence for it. And if we turn around, what we want to see is that C wave rally to the upside, which could send us to, well, round about 76k, but actually I need to probably... No, that's still what we're looking for, actually. I might calculate that more precisely once we have established really a low. But it should lead us to new highs above the June highs. So that would be all part of a larger third wave in a diagonal. Then we would like to still see a 4 and a 5 to 85, 86k. So looking at the micro patterns, what have we seen? So we've seen yesterday this A wave down that was forecasted. We've seen the B wave up that was forecasted, but it was a little bit shallow. So it was less deep than I wanted it. So it's less reliable, but still I'm counting that at the moment as weak B wave, and this move down could be wave C. So this would be wave C of 5 of C of Y of B. Yeah, it is possible that we get one more low, but obviously this move up is quite noteworthy now. Nothing substantial. We are still below initial resistance, which is defined between 64,134 and 64,480. Any break above resistance will not be that meaningful, but will cause me to watch it. It will be more important to see a final, like a 5-wave move up. Why? Because this is a 3-wave move down. Could always be that this is just the A wave, you know, that this A wave actually sits here. and we get a larger B wave, and then the final C wave down, and then we go up, okay? It would not be a different wave count. It would just mean that the A wave has extended. It would still be a fifth wave. But yeah, that's what I'm watching. But initial resistance, which would indicate that this immediate move down might be over, is defined here in the red box, which I just read out to you. And the ideal targets are to the downside are 63,317 and 62,621, somewhere in between. But this is really just focusing on the micro. I mean, this is a volatile market. We might not get there. It's just micro. So from an Elliott Wave point of view, I could call the decline complete. It doesn't look quite complete on the micro level. But again, we're now on high alert that we could turn around at any point. Okay, so not saying we will, but the wave count is now complete. What we've been watching for in this C wave decline, it's now complete. And at least when we zoom out a little bit, sometimes we don't get that last low on the micro level, but really this would just affect the micro. I'd be happy for it to turn around from here now, and it needs to think about a reversal soon, unless we want to follow the yellow path. And I said to you that I'm very much mindful that we shouldn't get too bullish too early, because we could very well be in the yellow count. And the reason is that this move, which started here on the 21st of May as a WXY structure, it's very much protracted, very extended, time-wise, very long, and therefore it could very well be the C wave down. It could very well be the C wave down, even though I would prefer the white count. So that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.